Catharina Fredrika Limnell née Forssberg, Härnösand, the 14th of July 1816, Stockholm, the 12th of September 1897, was a Swedish philanthropist, mecenate, feminist and salonist. Private life. Fredrika Forssberg was born in Härnösand municipality in Västernorrland county, Sweden, as the daughter of Lektor Olof Fredrik Forssberg and Catharina Margareta Svedbom. She had two siblings, but the elder sister died in first year of life and her younger sister drowned when she was 13. Fredrika Limnell was raised in a literary home and had the ability to cultivate her interests in literature and music. Prior to her first marriage, she was engaged to the poet Anders Grafström, but the engagement was terminated on her initiative. In 1842 in Stockholm, she married her cousin, Per-Erik Svedbom, 1811–1857, headmaster at Nya Elementary in Stockholm and editor of Aftonbladet, with whom she had two sons, William, 1843, and Eric, 1855. After the death of her first husband, she was married in 1858 to Carl Abraham Limnell, 1823–1882, a lieutenant in the Civil Engineering Corps and later office manager at the Swedish Royal Railway Board. Together with Carl Limnell, she built Villa Lirin, an exclusive summer villa in the district Bredäng, a suburb in southwest Stockholm. The couple also maintained a winter residence at Gustaf Horn's Palace at Fredsgatan 2 in Stockholm, today the site of the Medelhavsmuseet. Cultural activity. Already during her first marriage, she moved to the capital of Stockholm, where she became the center of a literary salon. She was a benefactor of artists. She partially financed Fredrika of Bremer's trip to Palestine, and supported Selma Lagerlöf economically so she could concentrate on her writing. She held a salon for the artist elite, and gathered artists as guests at Villa Lirin, her country villa on Lake Mälaren, from May to September, where Jenny Lind, Gunnar Wennerberg, Victoria Benediktsson, Carl Snoilsky, Carl David Afwirsek, Emil Sjögren, Christina Nielsen and Henrik Ibsen were among the guests. King Oscar II of Sweden also visited it. The so-called Limnellska salongen, the Limnell salon, was particularly popular during the 1870s and 1880s, and known as a hospitable center of the Swedish cultural elite. Among her guests were Björnstjerne Björnsson, W.F. Dalman, Eva Hallström, L.J. Hirta, Elise Hawassa, Henrik Ibsen, Carl Snoilsky, Sophie Adlersbar, Amanda Kerfstedt and Anna Hirta Retzius. Her son, the composer Wilhelm Svedbom, 1843–1904, arranged soirees at her salon, and Pontus Wickner held lectures in philosophy. She also arranged for new authors to read their work in her salon, or have actors to read their works for them in her salon. She herself read aloud poems from Werner von Heidenstam before he became known, and Selma Lagerlöf read excerpts from her novel Gösta Berling's saga in her salon before it was printed and published. Social work. The family business, Wifstavafs AB, Svedbom Helsum, provided good yields, and enabled Fredrika Limnell to generously help the women's movement as well as several other social projects. Engage in social work, charity and act as the patron of artists. She was interested in the improvement of the political, economical and juridical position of women already in the 1850s, and many women's organizations held their meetings in her salon. In 1853, she co-founded the Stockholms Fritidsforening för Barnavård, Stockholm Women's Fund for Child Care, with Fredrika Bremer. Through her position as a member of the board of directors of several charity organizations, she initiated the foundations of several scholarships for female students. Fredrika Limnell was a central figure in the Stockholm high society and involved in various organizations within charity, feminism and social issues. Through her activity she played an important role in contemporary Swedish cultural life and social development. Limnell was the secretary of the Stockholm's Printemars Förening för Barnavård, Stockholm Women's Fund for Childcare. In 1853, a member of the board of directors of the Föreningen för Giftkvinnosäganderätt, the Married Woman's Property Rights Association. In 1873, a member of the board of directors of the Fredrika Bremer Förbundet. In 1884, a member of the board of directors of the Klara Skides och Arbetarförening, the Klara Congregations Protection and Workers Association, a member of the board of directors of the Aftonkursen för Fruntimmer of Jenny Rosander, the Women's Evening Courses, in 1865, and a member of the board of directors of the Hospital Eugenia Hemmet. With her good connections, she was a help to many activists within these fields. She participated in the social projects of Fredrika Bremer and Princess Eugenie of Sweden, in the Ladies' Committee and the foundation of the Swedish Red Cross. Svenska Röda Korset, 1864–1865, and during 1884 in the foundation in the pioneer Swedish feminist organization, Fredrika Bremer Förbundet, together with Sophie Adlersparr, Ellen Ankarsvard, Ellen Fries, Hans Hildebrandt and Gustaf Sjöberg. She financed the pioneer feminist magazine Tidskrift för Hemmet, 1859, published by Rosalie Roos and Sophie Adlersparr. She was the vice chairman of Eugenia Hemmet, 1874–1892, a hospital for sick children founded by Princess Eugenie of Sweden, which was named after her. As a person, Fredrika Limnell are described as compassionate, an accomplished hostess with a lively and curious intellect. She was a close friend of Fredrika Bremer, who developed and nourished her great interest in social work. She died on 12 September 1897 in Stockholm. See also Mallesilfestolp, Osterberg, Karanayal, Svenska kvinnor, Förgångare, Niskaper, Swedish women, predecessors, pioneers, Lund, Signum 1990, ISBN 91-87896036. See Fredrika Limnell, Ern, SBL 10390. Svensk biografiskt lexikon. Art av Sven-Erik Tackmark. Emtad 15 March 2015. Villa Lirin.